before I got my first car, then I would take a bus, maybe going to work or something. I'll see a woman with 4 children. Those 4 children, they are taking just a seat in the bus. She's holding 3 in her hands, and then she's carrying one in her back. So then she will not expect people to help her hold the other 3 children. See, I'm not a wicked person, but I never did that.
The basic thing that a child needs is care, love, and a supportive environment. Now the thing is, as I said, a child needs care, support, and love. You must not be rich. I have seen rich families that don't even take care of their children.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Surface, where we confront the difficult conversations many people have. I am your host, Asakwa Sarah, and today we're going to be talking about a very, very, very good topic many Nigerians complain about. But before that, I'm going to be reading the story out because someone sent me this message this morning. Listen, babe, I am so angry right now. You know my neighbor, Monday, the guy who doesn't have a steady job. He just does small agency work around Sapele Road. His wife sells pure water, by the way. They already have 3 kids sleeping with them in one face me, I face you room. Guess what? The wife just gave birth to twins at UBTH yesterday. Now Monday is sending broadcast messages to everyone in the compound, asking us to contribute money for baby food and hospital bills. Babe, I don't even have money for my own transport tomorrow. Why bring innocent children into this kind of situation when you already know you are struggling? Is it fair? Now, I'm going to be introducing 2 wonderful guests we have right here. On my far left, I have the beautiful Miss Gracie. Wow, Miss Gracie, you're so welcome to today's show.
Thank you very much.
You're looking so beautiful right now. You're looking so gorgeous. It's good to have you. And on my left, I have Mr. Goodness. Mr. Goodness, how are you?
Very funny.
That's really good. You look handsome, by the
Thank you very
way.
much. I appreciate it.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to be asking a few questions. I just want you guys to let's talk. Let's have conversations on this. So Mr. Goodness, if we believe God provides for every child, what responsibility still rests on the parents? Where does faith end and personal responsibility begin?
Okay, so if you check throughout history, throughout times for 1,000 years, you observe that human beings have been able to survive different harsh conditions, war, famine, and epidemic, and a lot of things. So if you are saying that somebody needs to be financially stable before he can give birth to children, it's very wrong, because the thing is, if you check the scripture in the book of Genesis 1:28, God said that we should be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and have dominion.
Yes.
Now you cannot dominate, or you cannot do stuff like that if you don't have children.
True.
Right? And I feel that this financial stability of a thing is an illusion, is a myth. It's not something that is factual, because you can be rich, or you can work towards something and the next day it has crumbled. So if you are waiting to be all rich, all stable financially, then when I want to go to give birth to children, if you check our ancestors, our forefathers, people that came before us, if they waited for money to come, things to be maybe balanced in their own in quotes, we will not be here today. You understand? If we're talking about evolution cannot happen without having human beings. Tech, businesses, everything we are seeing that man made was made by a man. You get? So if you are saying we should wait for financial stability, or should wait for a particular amount of money to come, biology does not care about your finance. Reproduction does not care about your finance. You understand? So that's just what I have to say.
That's actually very good. So Miss Grace, moving on to you. In respect to what he said, God provides when you give birth. What do you have to actually say about it?
My say on that is, even the Bible says that a man who does not provide for his family is worse than an infidel. So if you cannot provide for the children that you are bringing into this world, then why are you bringing them here? These children were having a cool time wherever they were. And then you don't have enough resources to take good care of them. You are bringing them to this world to come and do what? You come suffer. You are selfish in doing that. So that is my say on that. So I don't know.
But Miss Grace, I want to ask: is anyone ever truly financially ready to have children?
Of course, yes. Of course. My own take is if you can't bring children to this world to suffer. Reason is before I got my first car, then I would take a bus, maybe going to work or something. I'll see a woman with 4 children. Those 4 children, they are taking just a seat in the bus. Are you listening now?
Yes.
So they're taking just a seat in the bus. She's holding 3 in her hands, and then she's carrying one in the back, at her back. So then she will not expect people to help her hold the other 3 children inside the bus. See, I'm not a wicked person, but I never did that. For real.
Wait, what?
I will not help. No. If you want to start having your children, start providing means to help them have a comfortable life.
What I want to know is that
No, the thing is, see, I did not help you to bring the children to the world.
no, I want to understand something.
You have
I want to understand.
Listen, let me learn.
Okay.
It is your responsibility as a parent to provide the resources that is needed to take care of your children.
That's true.
For real.
Okay.
So you don't expect me now in a bus to help you to lap your children. As now, me help you bring a condition. I don't get.
Well, are you telling me there's only the rich that have the privilege to give birth to children?
No, I'm not saying that, but you have to be comfortable reasonably. Reasonably. That's what I'm saying. If you know that, okay, I can afford to take care of one, have that one. You get? You don't expect to have like someone who is struggling to have 2 square meal a day, 2 square meal now. And then they are bringing children. I don't know. You see, poor man and children, I don't understand what. I know a family right now. They are reasonably okay. Very comfortable. They have just a son. They have a future that they have already, designed for that boy. And they have this people are talking about, they are not broke. They are living very well. And then they choose to wait for like 4 years or 3 years before they have another baby. You understand? So what do you have to say about that parent? They love that child. They love the children they are bringing to the world. And they want a good life and a future for their children. So then now someone else in the village who roasts corn, who sells akara, they can't even live well. They don't have a good apartment to live in. And then they are bringing children to the world in one room, like face me and face.
I would love to come in here. I would love to.
Sorry to cut you short, Miss Grace.
All right.
So you're actually saying now that people should postpone having children just because they don't.
My own is go and hustle before you start making children. Go and hustle. Go and make money. Go and make money.
That's very, very false. I get it.
So Mr. Goodness, in respect to what she's been saying, what do you have to say to it? Because she has a lot to say, saying now that people should not give birth because they don't have money. What do you have to do you feel okay? Since you don't have money and you want to have children, you should go ahead.
Yes.
And you know that you don't have money to take care of that child. Wouldn't it be unfair to the children you're actually bringing up?
I don't think that. Okay. This is what I have to say. Now, the basic thing that a child needs is care, love, and a supportive environment. If you check children or maybe people that became rich, if you check their background, say that some of them were poor. Some of them did not have like the basic things they needed, which is like in retrospect to being rich, the maybe big house or the millions, they didn't have all these things, but they rose to fame. Now the thing is, as I said, a child needs care, support, and love. You must not be rich. I have seen rich family that don't even take care of their children. They just focus on the rich, they just focus on the company. You get. So if I've even seen parents that have forfeited their dream. They wanted to live up to a dream and they forfeited it because of their child. Now, are you telling me that the slaves or maybe the poor that survive war, are you not telling me that they should not give birth to children because of the war? Or are you not telling me that because there's famine, they should not give birth because there's famine? If you don't give birth, things cannot continue. See, the economy runs on people. People are needed to push things forward. People are needed to continue things. Even that to the animals, they reproduce. They don't say, okay, because we are facing extinction or we are facing this, that, they must reproduce. So I don't think that giving birth should be a rich privilege. Even now, when I mean poor, I'm not saying the person should be to ground zero.
Listen to me.
But the person must not have all the money before he can give birth. I don't agree to that at all. I don't agree to that at all.
Yeah, Sarah. The person was like, the neighbor now is asking for money, contribution to get the food. I don't get. Even if I get them, I will not give you my money.
Obviously, you're not giving
You
your
know
money.
why? Because I am responsible enough to control how I bring babies to this world.
Okay.
I know that, okay, then I know what
Okay, okay, wait.
No, listen to me.
If the child is hungry, who to provide for the child?
Listen to me, let me land.
Okay.
And then you went on with your wife to go and do one, then you expect me now to give you money. I will not do that.
Why?
I will not do that.
Why?
Because you are not responsible.
Okay, what make you feel? Because the person is not
rich.
No, I want to know. No, why I'm talking about poverty. See, let me explain to you. Poverty has been long existent. Poverty is long existent, and this financial stability of a thing, as I said, you can be rich and to get to a point where the person will go back to broke or maybe to zero. Does it mean that the person should not give them because it's not rich?
No, listen. You can be rich, but the things the opportunities that your kids have. Do the poor as a rich person? I can never be poor.
Amen.
Look me well.
Yeah.
See, listen to me.
Okay.
See, the opportunities that my child have now, or else, if, for example, a child of a poor person will not have that opportunity.
Wow.
For example,
my
child at his age now already know how to make you operate a computer system.
Okay.
A poor man's child have not even seen a computer system.
Please, I want to ask, what's your definition of?
No. Listen now. The world is advancing. And then in 10-15 years time, he grew up in that environment where he knows nothing about technology. He has been on survival mode.
I want to ask, what is your definition of poverty? That's what I want to know.
All the child knows is how to go hawk pure water in the street, get to eat, provide, even as a tender age, start providing for the irresponsible parents that listen to me. Why
you call the parents irresponsible?
No. And do you know that even there are some of us, even when we were in school, I came from a family where my dad had 5 of us. My elder sister, the second one, and the third. When it got to my turn, I struggled in my education because they've already saw my two elder sisters through school. When it got to my turn, it was a struggle for me. It was a struggle for me.
We're not working. We're not trying to do something. We're not trying to put this in place for you to continue your education.
Sorry to cut you short.
Okay, all right.
I have a question for you in respect to what you're saying. Yeah. I want to ask, what level of financial stability is actually enough to raise a child? Because you can't tell me. You've been saying now that you have to be wealthy in order to have children, right?
No, I never said wealthy.
Okay, you need to have money, right? In order to have children.
Yes, that's what I said.
But there are cases whereby some persons, they have something they are doing, even if it's not that even if the money is not much or they don't have millions in their account, but they have a certain they have a stable source of income. That they can actually see.
Okay, what I'm saying here is you don't even need to be a millionaire.
Okay.
What I'm saying here, you can be earning 80,000, 100,000, 150,000.
Yeah.
And you still have one child that you want to take good care of. What I'm saying is, you don't need to be wealthy.
Yes.
You don't need to be a millionaire before you have children.
Okay.
You are earning 150,000 naira. Your wife is not doing so well for herself. And you are having more than 5 children.
Okay. I want to say something. No, please. I want to say something.
Okay. In respect to today's economy, you see how things are going.
Okay.
Even people that have stable jobs, they are finding it difficult to even feed. Will you not tell me now, or will you tell us now that they shouldn't have children for those that they don't have children yet?
See, my own is
you say they should not have
children. My own is if you are not ready, if you are not financially. Recently, I got to know about a woman. She works in this place. She works in the place where this canal, where I don't know if it's a place where yes, whatever. Okay. That's where she works. She said she was looking for a male child. She has 5 girls already. The 6th child, she gave birth to a boy. This is somebody who she would get all these bones and then pure water to take breakfast, sometimes biscuit to take lunch. She can't even, no house.
Is she eating or she's eating?
Listen now. I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
Listen now. This same woman now, her 6th child, she gave birth to a boy. Guess what? She's pregnant again. Wow. She says she cannot stay with just a son, that she wants to add another boy.
Okay.
Guess what?
Wait.
3 of those first 5 daughters.
I have something to add to this.
Now, she has given out 3.
I have something to say about this.
Listen to me.
When she gave her children out to
people to live with people.
Wow.
And then you are subjecting those children to pay maltreatment in the homes where they are living as slaves under people. Is that not wickedness?
Okay.
And a child you claim to love, that is irresponsibility.
I have something to say.
No.
No. Let me say this. Let me say this. No. Let me say this. Let me say this. There's something called financial capacity. Now, as a single person or someone that's ready to marry, that's about to marry, you should know that now you cannot predict the future. First of all, you cannot predict it. That much that 50. There's something we call job insecurity. There are people that work in a company or an office. Maybe they can work in there 3 years or maybe 4 years. Something will happen that they will even demote them or maybe sack them.
Okay.
So what am I going to say about those people that have given birth and they were working, they were getting money, and now they are not broke? What will you not say about that? They should abort the child or should kill the child or what?
Do you know that as I am now, if I love the job I'm doing right now, do you know that even myself and my boy, we will not start for the next 6 months? Do you know that as you are growing in capacity, in your financial level, you also having, as I am right now, there was a level I was in my life.
Yes.
If I ask for, I go use like a week to find 10K.
Wow.
There's a level I am right now. I will use like 10 minutes to get 100K.
Well,
Listen. Okay. As you are growing financially, your circle, the people, your network is your net worth.
Very true. Very true.
Your network is your network. So if you are growing in a capacity, financial capacity that is large, if you are out of job, the next 6 months, chances are you will not starve.
Wow.
You will not starve.
Okay.
Wow,
okay.
wow.
Let me quickly say this.
And I the wrong.
As I was talking about financial capability, as a man that is receiving this particular amount of money, you should know that there is this amount of child you can give birth to, maybe 1, 2, or 3. Give me case of that woman. She knows that she's let me say suffering. She knows that even eating a 3 square meal is hard, and yet she's still giving birth. It's not good at all. So what I'm trying to say is that you should know your capacity as a man or woman. That now that I am married, these are the amount of children I can give birth to per time.
Okay. So
even the rich people, they don't have to give birth to more children. The rich are talking about, they don't have to give birth to more children.
The family I told you about, they have just a boy.
So what I'm not saying here?
No. You are saying that you can have as many children.
No. I'm not saying you can have as many. I'm saying that the poor, they can also give birth. And when I'm talking about poor, I'm not talking about those that don't have anything. What of the mad people on the street? How do they give birth? Or maybe the slaves. People that are slaves. Okay, let's check. Let's go back to history. Our history time. The people that were slaves during the slavery, how did they give birth?
No, the slaves.
No, I know. But the slaves, were they as competent as a master? Yeah, they still gave birth.
No. A slave, fine, normally. You sometimes, even when I watch movies and I see, and I'll be like, you be slave, your wife not slave. What you know they marry for?
Why is it telling that they may be free as slave? Are you not telling me that because they are slave they should not give birth?
I'm not saying they shouldn't give birth.
Okay.
But most of them, you see them give birth to 8 children, 7 children in slavery.
Okay.
See, I would rather see a child suffer than to see 10 of my children suffering. That is me.
Okay.
I'd rather see a child suffer.
Just one child.
One child than see 10. You get, because, for example, you have 10. Another master takes one, another master takes one. They are subjected to abuse wherever they are. Yeah. You will receive news from this one. It breaks. That's why I say it's selfishness to have children that you cannot really take care of. But you are subjecting those children to pain. But if I have one, when life gets better, chances are, okay, I know that, this one is accomplished. It's for, like, life done better for this one. Yeah. My joy will be full. But if life done better for one, and then you still have 9 extra, your suffer go long. Your suffer go long. And you go think tired now.
From the goodness, earlier you said raising a child or giving birth does not only have to do with money, right? Yeah. You said there's love, there's care.
The environment.
But let me ask you a
question.
Poverty. Can love replace food, school fees, health care, or a safe home?
Okay, let me say this. As I said earlier, I don't know whether you paid attention to it. I've seen families, I've seen parents that they defer their dream. Maybe they were supposed to achieve something per time, but because of the fact that they are giving birth, they will slow that thing down. Now, I want to say this: if you give birth to a child, let's say give birth to a child now, and you know that the way it was before, when you were single, when you have not given birth, it was less. You should know that you are going to put in more effort because it's not you, it's not the father,
How many
the
of
mother,
the
and the
poor
child.
How many of the poor people
No,
do you see
I'm going somewhere. You are talking about love. The thing is that love cannot replace money, but because of the love you have for that child, and because of the understanding that now I have a responsibility,
Yeah,
you are going to put in more effort.
Oga, love alone cannot take care of a child.
But
For real.
don't you think
Love alone cannot
don't
take
you
care of a
think it's
child.
unfair also to the parents? Like you want to now give up on your dreams because now you have a child. Why don't you push? Don't you feel that it's better to push on
Right?
that dream first?
Okay.
Achieve that thing you want to achieve.
Let me quickly give a real life example. This is an example that's very, very real. There's a man I know, he's a pastor.
Yeah.
He married, and the man married late due to the fact, coming from a coming from village, obstacles, facilities and the rest. So I think he married at the age of 30 something, and he gave it at the age of 40. You get the man, someone that is very, very educated. He loves book, he loves education, he loves going to school. But because he has seen that he finished, he has a BSc.
Yeah.
He has his degree. But he now saw that I'm aiming for masters and PhD. You don't know what the man did. When the man gave birth, he paused first, started taking care of the children. When the child now got to the age of 20, when I saw that the child now is now at least, I'm not really stable, but now the child is now grown. The man now want to pursue his masters and his PhD, and now the man is a PhD holder. You get. So as a parent, you can pause I'll not say your dream. You can pause what you are doing and take care of the child. When the child grows to a particular extent, then you cannot pursue that thing.
Yeah, but because that's the question I asked you. Yeah. Like I said, wouldn't it be unfair to the parents? Why
It's a matter of choice. It's a matter of choice.
Wait.
Do you know that there's a time and a season for everything?
The question I'm asking is, what is it? When will the person be financially stable before he can give birth to a child? You cannot wait. There's no time again. You cannot wait. Do you know that giving birth, reproduction increases the population?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about reproduction.
I'm going somewhere. But you cannot wait. Then when will you be financially stable? That's the question. When will you have the 1 million you are aiming for? When will you have the 10 million? When you are 40, when you are 50? So you have to give it now. And as I said, it's a matter of capability. You will know that now that with the way I am, with the way I'm living, I can give it to two. Give it to two first. You get.
Okay.
Then maybe when you get to the particular money you are looking for, you cannot add to it.
Someone was telling
You
me.
understand? So it's a matter of capability.
No, listen to
You
me.
get. I'm not saying she just give it to 50 or 10 like that. Are you want?
I have something to say.
Okay.
Someone was telling me recently that when she had her first child, that the boy is 6 now. Her life paused for like 6 years.
Wow. Yeah, because you have to take
Pause in
a
what
child.
sense?
She could not go for her masters. She could not further her education. Ordinary getting certification courses was a problem for an entire 6 years. You get, but anyway, that's for a lady now. Then for a man, you will go out there, you will hustle. That means you are going to double your hustle before you had that child. If you were earning 150,000, you are going to double your hustle to like maybe 500,000. You get. Okay, now as a man, do you think is when you now have the child that it will be possible to just automatically double your income or triple your income?
Now what is it?
What I'm saying is your mind will be clearer before you start having babies to make
At what
more
age will
money.
your mind be clearer? That's the
Listen,
question.
before you start having children, there's a kind of focus that you have. You have this concentration of okay, I'm hitting my target. These are my goals. This is what I want to achieve. When you start having children, you have distractions.
So you're telling me children are obstacles to goals?
Children can be distractions to achieving goals.
Wow.
It can be a big distraction. For example, you go out there, you go and hustle, you get back home, Qatar they work, Qatar they get Qatar. I know your mind no go, your area go fair blow.
What are the duties you have to do as a parent? Because only have given birth already.
Everywhere go fair blow.
No, I go blow, but after later I go just see clear back.
Do you know how sad it is when the time and energy you will use to think about making it and moving forward in life, you are using it to think money where you want to give madam for us, take arrange one kind any jollof rice.
Said it that you cannot take it by the family, also take it by yourself.
No, I'm saying that it slows down your growth process.
Okay.
It slows it down.
Slows down.
That is what I'm trying to say here. You can't relate. People when they get money day. People when they get the money, I did tell you something. I'm not broke. I'm not small. You dey get?
I understand.
I'm telling you this thing that this is what I think is ideal to do before having children. Or, for example, if I want to have 4 children now, there will be a target I need to meet. Like I'll set it for myself. This is how much I want to be worth before I have 4 children.
Yeah.
Say at this my level now, you expect me to start having first baby, second baby, third, fourth, and my quality of life will drop drastically. It will drop. I'm telling you, I've seen cases. A poor man dey born, I no understand. You no get money, wetin you dey born for? God of reproduction biology.
Okay,
The English way wey dey speak
I want
sef,
to,
no
I want to,
dey
I want to move over to the faith line.
All right.
You know, a lot of persons, a lot of parents, they have this mindset of
God will provide.
God will provide.
Right.
Yes, God will provide. Yeah, we all know God will provide. That one is sure.
Okay.
But is it? I'm asking this question for both of you. Yeah? Should faith ever replace preparation? How do I explain this now? You have faith. That one's true. You have faith. Yeah, God,
Right.
God will provide.
Yeah.
Should you now say, okay, pause your preparation of actually wanting to wait or actually wanting to gather enough before having kids to just moving on to that stage of, okay, let me just give birth.
Okay.
God will provide.
See,
So what do you guys have to say about it?
see, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian.
Okay.
Faith without works is dead.
That's what scripture says.
True.
Faith without works is dead.
True.
You get. So, how do you say you have faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen.
Yeah.
You want to have children, you want them to have a happy life, a good life. You have seen it in your head already. I'm going to have a beautiful home. No, we have enough food to eat. We have the basics to keep the home running happily. And then what is the preparation to achieve that reality? What have you done before to get that reality? So you see, this God will provide. See, God will not bring his standard low for you. Rather, he will give you grace to meet up with the standard.
Yeah.
What that means is, if you are making plans to say, okay, I want to be okay before I bring children, do you know that if you don't have enough to provide for your children, which will give them an advantage earlier on in life, some destinies may be thwarted. Yes, because it will give them, that will be more like the things you ought to have done for them to give an advantage, like heads. They will now have to start doing things by themselves.
That's true.
The advantage that like some wealthy children now, we may be same age mates,
Yeah.
the same, maybe born the same year. They have advantage more than me.
What's the advantage that you have?
The advantage is that they have money already. There are certain things I want to achieve now. I can't achieve it because I'm not born.
Yes.
I wasn't born a wealthy child. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I have to fight my way up. These same people, they will put one call across. It is done. But then I'm fighting here and there to get that thing done. You get. So if you are trying to say God go provide, the child that God is bringing to this world through you, prepare for that child, I beg.
But
It's not if God go provide.
All I have to say is that the child no go walk.
The thing is, listen to me.
The child is going to walk. The child is going to walk.
You are an irresponsible parent. You know why? No. You know why? These children were up there doing their thing, chilling.
Okay.
Now you go use your, I don't know what, like, why? They don't call you. They don't. Sometimes I say this. Sometimes I say this. You don't have to go and bring children to this world. They be on their own doing their thing. Who asked you?
The question, there's a stage you will get to that they will surely walk. They will surely find their path. So are you not telling me that because the child is rich, then he has automatically found his path?
No, yes, that part is true. I have this mindset of before a child gets to that age of working, yes, definitely working, yeah. What about that early stage?
Preparation.
Because a lot of parents, a lot of children, you see them looking so malnourished, yeah, because it seems there's not enough food for them to eat. So yeah, with all the money or with all the love and faith that you have as a parent, like I said, can you replace food and all those things? A newborn baby needs certain kinds of food, right?
Yes,
Or certain kinds of care, in order to grow up healthy. Because a lot of things that happen to children when they're still very small affect them when they grow up.
Exactly.
Do you get
Exactly.
environment, the kind of food they eat? Some, because of the kind of food they don't eat well, they start having health issues. So now let's say you as a parent now, how will you feel seeing your child in that state? Or you expect your child, you already have the mentality of when your child grows up, will work. I've actually come across a lot of parents that they will tell you, "Oh, when I want to start having children, I don't want them to suffer too. I don't want them to suffer at all."
Where I suffered. Okay.
Do you get, yes? Every parent wants
Yeah.
their children to be better
Very
than
true.
them.
Very true. Yeah.
You are struggling now.
Very true.
You don't want your child to not still be in that stage. Is it not better to just, clear that path for your child first? I know, yeah, the economy is bad. Economy is bad.
No, you're talking about clearing of path. Clearing of path in the sense that I should, because of the money that I have as a
Yeah.
parent, then my child should not work. He shouldn't do anything. He should not have vision. He should not have purpose. Then it's no. That's what.
By the early stage, before that child gets to that time of being able to walk, being able to fend for themselves. Because now you saying now that the child should grow up and fend for himself and everything. It gets difficult. Yeah, you sending your child at an early stage to go and fend for themselves. Most children face a lot of things coming out early.
Do you know that? Do you know that most of this, the children, but I would like poor irresponsible parents.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'll call them. So do you know that most of this, the children of these poor irresponsible parents,
Yes.
like most of them, they end up having traumatic experiences because the actions of their parents automatically subjects them to this traumatic experience. For example, that woman now that is dishing out her children to people to live with. That child may go live in an
But the
abuser.
thing is,
A physical
why is the
abuse.
tendency that a rich man child will not be subject to traumatic experience
No, I'm talking about
or abuse or stuff like that?
a physical abuser or
Emotional.
emotional. Some of them they get raped. They can't even say anything because sometimes they will return home to tell their mom, "This is what I go through." They say, "I stay there. Nothing is here for you."
You're not telling me that rich man children
do you-
don't
do-
go through rape or stuff like that.
Do you not expect the parent as a mother now? You expect that woman? How would she feel when a child comes to tell you, "Mommy, this place I'm living, I was raped, or maybe they beat me, they always beat me, or look at the words they say to me." It kills their self-esteem, their self-worth. Like, it's actually not. To me, what I would say, I would end with this. It's actually not a good thing to have children born into this world when you don't have the means to actually take good care of them. That is my say on this.
Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. What a conversation. Today we've had two powerful perspectives on questions that doesn't have an easy answer. Miss Gracie, thank you so much because you've really enlightened us, and Mr. Goodness as well. You really enlightened us concerning these issues. Now we want to hear from you. Is having children while you are financially struggling an act of faith, an act of hope, poor planning, or something else entirely? Send your point of view in the comment section. I will see you next time. I remain your host, Asakwa Sarah.